On November 12, a barbershop owner in Guangdong was smashing his store as he encountered an emotional breakdown. It's hard to do business with earnings not enough to cover the rent. Recently, on November 12, a barbershop owner in Guangdong was smashing his store as he encountered an emotional breakdown. It's hard to do business with earnings not enough to cover the rent. Recently, a large shopping mall in Dalian, Liaoning, closed down. The shops were all shuttered, with trash scattered on the ground, presenting a scene of decline. The revenue in retail, catering, and service industries has significantly shrunk with fewer customers. Many industries are in vicious competition, with businesses trying everything to cut costs. Observe how skillfully this lady wraps wontons, using just minimal meat filling. Her business faces immense competitive pressure. A staff member serves a bowl of beef soup to a customer, but there's only one piece of meat in the customer's bowl. In Liaoning, a restaurant faces immense competitive pressure. A staff member serves a bowl of beef soup to a customer, but there's only one piece of meat in the customer's bowl. In Liaoning, a restaurant's approach was even more unusual. On November 14, a man at a restaurant in Liaoning found items on his bill that he hadn't ordered. When he questioned it, a female staff member quickly covered the bill with her hand, and the restaurant owner's excuse was simply, "We're not having an easy time either." Two snack stall owners, both elderly, fought over customers, ending up causing a scene, splashing by bystanders with hot sauce. The impression merchants and consumers have is all that overall consumption fought over customers, ending up causing a scene, splashing by bystanders with hot sauce. The impression
Shalom, shalom, Yasharala. All praises and glory goes to our mighty power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and salutations to the elect men feeding the sheep of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, in sincerity and truth with this great gospel. Coming out of our Bible. Coming out of our Bible, and it's beautifully being seen the collapse of these heathen societies, right? The collapse of these heathen societies. It's not just here in America. It's not just happening here in America where these stores are closing, where these business owners have to sell their businesses and give up everything and move to smaller houses, move to apartments, put their stuff in storages, right? And watch their wealth vanish right before their eyes, and watch the wealth vanish right before their eyes. And who the Lord added into the mix? The Moabites, the Chinese, right? Because the Chinese are prideful than a motherfucker. Right, so the Lord is bringing that pride down. They trust in the money. They trust in education. They trust in their dumbass smarts because they're not smart. Right, they're good at copying and mimicking things, but they're not smart at all. This is the book of Isaiah 16:6, and it reads, "We have heard the pride of Moab. He is very proud. He is very proud, extremely proud." Right? Oh, don't let no blacks in our store. Oh. Asian ass motherfucker with that attitude, like they're better than somebody else with that small body, right? It says, "We have heard the pride of Moab. He is very proud, even of his haughtiness and his pride and his wrath. But his lies shall not be so." You see, the Lord's bringing them down. You got the Chinese president talking about changing the Bible. He didn't change scriptures in the Bible, right? He put on one scripture trying to make it look like the Lord stoned a woman to death, right? So that's a transgression. Right? That the moment they did that, what had been happening? Earthquakes, floodings, collapse of their businesses, the collapse of their stores. Right? The Lord is visiting these heathens. Right? The scriptures speak about a day of darkness, a day of gloominess, and they ain't gonna be able to escape the judgment that's been set forth for their asses, man. Right? I'm gonna read the book of Zephaniah 1 and 13. You know what? I'm gonna start at 11 because this collapse has gone globally. Right? It ain't just here in America. It ain't just in China. Right? You got these places overseas. The system is collapsing because what most people buying the bullshit around the world is these people here in America. These people here in America, and the people here in America are losing wealth. Right? The reason the Chinese businesses are collapsing because most of the things being purchased in America was made in China, made in here, made there. So now it's being made in Taiwan, right? Made in the South Pacific Asian countries. So China's mad. That's going to lead to another war too. Right, I'm reading Zephaniah 1 and 11. It says, "How ye inhabitants of Maktesh, for all the merchants' people are cut down, all they that bear silver are cut off." Right? You gotta realize the Lord collapsed societies before by shutting down with their economy, right? By shutting down their businesses, their way they do business, especially when these purchases of what the money becomes worthless, right? The inflation, right? The money that is not backed by nothing. Now these other nations are trying to find another money to deal with, a money that they don't have to lose money to deal with that money, right? Because when you're dealing with the petrodollar, you got to lose money just to convert your money to deal with the American currency. So these nations are like, man, oh, that shit is over with. We'd rather let's put our own money together and make our own system. They're trying to get away from that that elite system, banking system, right? So businesses are being shut down, right? Stores are closing, malls are closing, right? Purchases are being less and less. It says, "And it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are settled in their lees, that say that in their heart, the Lord will not do good, neither will he do evil." You see, you got a lot of motherfuckers who's not paying attention to the collapse of this society, right? The economic downfall, right? The diminishing of the dollar, the preparation of war on earth, right? The evils that's upon the earth right now. Then the scriptures talk about what greater evils than what you see shall be done hereafter. So this is nothing. This is only what the scriptures say, the beginning of sorrows. The beginning of sorrows. Right? It says, "And it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are settled on their lease, that say in their hearts, the Lord will not do good, neither will he do evil. Therefore their goods shall become booty, and their houses a desolation. They shall also build houses, but not inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards, but not drink the wine thereof." So yeah, so you got people still building in the society. If they still got to build, so that Lord can make an example out of them. Right? You're gonna have men who's gonna leave the faith, because the scriptures say, "Some shall depart from the faith." Right? There's gonna be a lot of things that's gonna happen. You'll be like, "Damn, why are they doing that?" Because the scriptures say that it was gonna do these things. Right? Verse 14: "The great day of the Lord Yahweh is near. It is near. The heat that has slaki. It is near. It bear with me. Is near. It is near, and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord. The mighty man shall cry there bitterly." Right? The times we come into, you're gonna see mighty men cry. Right? Military men crying. Right? So-called tough thugs crying. Right? Cops crying. Right? Men who thought I'm the man of the house. I'm the man. They're gonna be crying like a little hoe. Right? The only people who's gonna who's gonna be stable in those times is the people who the Lord chose to, which is the elect. The scripture said, "Knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy times." These people, they're gonna break. Right? They're gonna lose their minds. They're gonna go, how can we say, Hassan Campbell? Right? They're gonna fucking lose it. And I'm gonna read it. Says, "The great day of the Lord is near. It is near, and hasteth greatly, even the voice of the day of the Lord. The mighty man shall cry there bitterly." Yeah, this mighty motherfucker gonna cry when he find out all that money is worth nothing. It's worth nothing. That was his God. Right? That was his strength. Right? That was what made him mighty in the sight of men. Not wisdom of the Lord, but his money. His money. So now when the money collapses, so does he. So does his house. So does his family. Right? It says that day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. Right? You're gonna have a lot of motherfuckers committing suicide when the economy collapses. Right? When there's no more opportunity. Right? When all joy is darkened. When the mirth of the land is gone. That's what we're talking about. I quoted it. I gotta bring it out. 2 Ezra 14 and 16. "For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen shall be done hereafter. Shall be done hereafter. This ain't nothing. This ain't nothing. The scriptures call these things what? Let me go to the book of Matthew 24 and 5. It reads, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Mashiach, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. But the end is not yet. The end is not yet. We've been hearing about wars and rumors of wars, but it's not the end. Right? It's not the end. Esau still hasn't set up this mark of the beast fully system around the world, right? He ain't going door to door pulling motherfuckers out, forcing a chip in their ass or exterminating them if they don't take it, right? This ain't happening yet, right? The dollar is still kind of strong, but it's losing value. It says, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am a Mashiach, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these must come to pass. But the end is not yet. The nation shall rise. Get this shit out of here. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows, right? All these are the beginning of sorrows, man. Because it's all about what? Punishing the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity. That's what the Lord's about to do. Punish the wicked motherfuckers on the earth for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity, and what? Deliver the elect.